Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for Sunday, October 20th, 2024. Part 1 of I don't know how many parts. But yeah, I spent over 7 hours. Arrived at 6:26 and left at 1:45. Well, 6:26 a.m. of course, and left at 1:45 p.m. And boy, was I screwed up that day because I had so much to do that day. But it was worth it. So and it's so funny how it happened. But it started slow. A nice lady who had 3 boxes of LPs for $1 each. Unfortunately, everything worthwhile I already had, so I only got this one record. The Beach Boys' biggest beach hits on RCA. So I said an RCA. I remembered, I think their first recordings were not done for Capitol, so maybe that's why they. And it says 2 songs were never released. 2 of the 10 songs are not from the Beach Boys, so $1. You know. Then I got for $10 these 4 CDs. The guy had some good CDs. I rarely find any CDs. So I got this one first. I found this one first. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. I probably have this already. Offenbach, French-Canadian rock group. I don't even have this on vinyl yet. Let It Be Naked. I was so happy because I didn't have that album at all in any format. So now I have it. Didn't want to buy it offline. The shipping is expensive, and I wasn't sure about this one. Best of Bowie, 20 tracks. I think I already have a compilation or 2. But when I pulled this out, when he said $10 for all 4, and I pulled this one out, how much for these? He said 8. So this is $2. Might as well get it. So if I was willing to pay 2 for this and 2 for that, that comes to $4. And I was willing to pay way more than 4 for that one. So that was a nice find. Then a nice man sold me I remember exactly a $37 stack of records a few weeks ago. He had this carousel Kodak projector. You see, mine stopped working. Another one I got stopped working, and then all the last 3 I've tested at the flea market didn't work. They all had the same problem. The mechanism that advances and rewinds slide by slide, the plastic mechanism gets brittle and breaks, and instead of going, it went clang, and nothing would turn. So this one I tested. I had a hope because the graphics indicated it was a more recent model, and sure enough, because there's even if it's an outside flea market, there's a place where you can plug your stuff. It moved both ways. The light turns up. The only thing I'm worried about, because I'm not familiar with this model, is that no light was coming out of the lens. But it didn't come with a carousel, and mine is because I only have 1 carousel. It's not even full, but it's still stuck on a broken machine that's somewhere very, very hard to reach in the basement. I have to move an entire shelf unit just to. Long story short, I didn't test it yet with slides to make sure it really projects on the wall. So, but this made the mechanism move, and this turned on the light. The remote worked. I tried the remote. Doesn't have focus, but it has forward and rewind. And the lens is there. This turns on low and high, but it didn't seem to project any light. It came with this thing, which is really cool. I've never seen this thing. And it says on the box that it's here, a DC stack loader, chargeur linéaire. And this, I didn't read the instructions yet, but this fits on top here, and I think like the picture indicates, you probably put them here or here, I'm not sure. Probably here, I guess. It seems to be missing something. Is it? Oh, okay. Oh, no, okay, so you press here, you put the slides there. Anyway, I'll read the instructions so it fits neatly on the top here. That is pretty cool. I have to admit, this is really cool when you think about it. You don't have to go through the hassle of when you find a bunch of slides just boom boom, oh my god. So my jaw dropped when he said $10. Yes, yes, $10, the cheapest slide projector I've ever bought, I think. And then he had a bunch. He was selling colored feathers, but they were all in these old ice cream containers, but only one or two of them had a lid. The other one were stuck on top of each other with feathers of different colors. But we used to use these a lot, like to put. When my mom made a batch of soup, she would freeze big portions in these. But I don't know what happened. We almost have none left of these. I just offered $1. The second one, the lid was too damaged, so $1 for an empty. Let's not dwell on this. It's very boring. And I've asked him if he had one of those pickets to put on the edge of your driveway for winter, and he only had one that I wanted with this kind of thing there at the end. The other one was another kind. Actually, now I look at it, it seems that I'm not sure why there's two sticks here or what's the deal here, but it works, and it has this thing at the end, a reflection light. So for $1, so that's one less to buy at the Dollarama. I'm trying to avoid buying stuff there. I hate that store. Anyway, so three purchases from the same seller. And then walk. My friend, Coffee was there, and we talked a lot. And then he arrives when I'm about to leave, so that's really funny because he brings me luck, like a last chance luck. And some sellers arrive late, so we talked a little bit. We reached the point where we usually leave to go to our cars, but I wasn't done. I knew there were more to see. I saw some more stuff, more cars arriving, some late sellers arriving. I said, well, I'm doing one more run. Do you want to come with me? Or he said, yeah. I said, okay, cool. So we'll start at the end and we'll walk one more ride. So we're about midway, and this guy was starting to throw boxes of LPs on the ground because he arrived so late that the guy from the flea market who drives around with a buggy and a trailer or truck, I don't even know, he rents tables, folding tables for the sellers. That guy was done for the day, so he had to put all the records on the ground. He had about boxes this big. He had about close between 7 and 10 boxes like these full of LPs for $2 each. He had about, I think, 2 or 3 boxes more $5 records, and he had about 3 crates about this long, a little bit longer than this box here. 3 crates of 45s for $1 each. I spent over 2.5 hours, and I don't know, it went by so fast. Well, so we talked about records. The seller was playing music on his car radio with his, I guess, smartphone, and we're talking about music while me and Coffee were making ourselves each a pile of records. So I came down. I ended up picking, let me see, 52 records at $2 each. 6 albums at $5 each, and 47 singles at $1 each, which, unless I made a mistake, comes to $181. I didn't even bargain. The seller rounded up to $150. Said, perfect. Yeah, I was happy with my find. So the one thing I noticed, my friend there bought way more records at $5, and probably less $2 records than I did. And I think he used the right method, because my 6 LPs at $5 are all good finds, but I picked about 12 records that are either I got screwed over the condition, or wrong record inside, or you'll see in a moment, or simply my bad choices of taking a chance, or what was I thinking type of thing, or hairline scratches I haven't seen. And if you don't know already, I don't mind a little bit of popcorn on records, but the sole line scratch that crosses the song like for minutes on like that, I can't stand it. It's like very annoying. Anyway, so I decided to do a look at the LPs first, when the video is too long. But and this is my last purchase of the day because it took me so long. I carried this heavy box. It had all these singles plus all these LPs in one box. It was heavy. All the way to the car. I was done for the day, and I didn't have time to finish my last run to see if a certain seller was there with a bunch of 45s I bought the week before. The lady had a bunch of 45s, the common disco mid-70s stuff. I only bought a handful, and they were in such great shape that I said I need to buy the whole box. I'll upgrade so many records with that box, but I didn't see her. Anyway, we'll start with the bad ones, and I've put the best ones at the end. I've tried to put them from worst to best to make it interesting. We'll start with the 12 I should not have picked up, and I'll say why for each. So this is Nina Coro, I think. Yeah, Nina Coro. Oui, je suis femme. I don't know, the one song title was Je suis bête, je suis folle. I thought, oh, maybe it's interesting, and no, it's not. There's a reason. I should stop buying low price records of unknown French singers. They're usually really boring. This, I don't know what came over me. Like, let's talk about this one first. Bobby Darin, and it's really just dreadful. I don't know why I got this. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I wanted to get that one. I said, well, if I take that one, I should take that one as well. But this one is, well, kind of lame and in terrible shape. Like, I don't know. I couldn't see how. Sometimes you just, the scratches are so small. You think it's going to play well, but it doesn't. So yeah. But you have to take risks. Otherwise, you don't find stuff. This was a disappointment, but not for the reason. I didn't expect it to be as good as a Mr. Sandman, you know. It's a little bit later, it's on Columbia. The problem with this record, aside from it has a little bit of distortion and pops, and it's all a cappella. No instruments, just them singing. It gets old pretty fast. Yeah, I didn't know it was just a cappella. So this, I thought the cover was cool, but I keep forgetting. I keep getting these certain band names confused in my head. That's what happens when you buy records and you don't take the time to listen to them. I get bands confused. I have to remember that Gary Puckett or Puckett, I don't know how to pronounce it, and the Union Gap. It's not pop rock. It's easy listening, but not easy for me. I don't know. I shouldn't have picked that. Lee Michaels, terrible shape. There's a hairline scratch I didn't see that crosses a whole song. This sounds like crap. The condition is lousy, and it's nothing more than just a big Spider Beck and Trombone compilation that I needed it. I already have a few. This one was, I felt, that's sneaky. I mean, if I had a record like that, I wouldn't put it in a cell. I would put a post-it saying, as is, scratch A side, you know? Because, actually, was it the B side that has the big scratch on it? Well, it's not a scratch, that's the problem. It's a groove dig. It's one, you had a bad record player from the 60s or 70s with the, well, you won't see it here, but like in this Electro Home Stereo, where the needle is set really tightly in the cartridge, and if you press on the arm, or you're very clumsy and you put the arm on the record and you slide it by mistake, or trying to move the needle to another song, you go, well, it digs the groove and it makes the record skip, and that's what happened on this record that otherwise I thought was so clean. I was wondering what, like, now I know why it was only $2. The only consolation is that it's the best sleeve I have of this album, because I already have a crappy copy of this. Yeah, that's all. That was it. This is in bad shape. It has some airline scratches again that I didn't see. I was going really fast. I had over 1,000 records to check. And normally I'm pretty good at spotting scratches, but sometimes I miss a few. So I could have gone. This is also a very sneaky move of his. This seller is a little bit sneaky. I got this because like it's not my first copy, but I've never seen a stereo copy with this texture, the red lettering, and I'm always on the lookout for a perfect stereo copy. Well, here's the thing. All I did is check the condition. Okay, no problem, but it's a mono record. It's not the stereo record. This record doesn't match the cover. And although no scratches, it has a lot of noise on it. So another one I shouldn't have bought. This is not what I thought. First Step, Fantasy Hill. And I tried to guess what kind of music it would be. I saw Motown. I said, okay, Juicy Lucy, I don't know, we'll try it. And it's like rock with loud shouting, singing, loud singing. I hate that kind of rock. And this, I forgot to check the year. Thought it would be interesting. The cover is fun. Saving the Wildlife, Mannheim Steamroller. You have a penguin. Cover is fun. And then I played a few seconds and said, oh no, what the, oh, 86, and yeah, synthesizer crap and garbage like that. I hate 80s sound. Thought it would be a 70s, so yeah, these I could have passed. So I wasted 12 times, I think, did I write? A $2 record with the deal came down to $1.66. So out of $150, I wasted 12 times $1.66. I'm too tired to calculate, and I only wasted like the singles. We'll see the singles after. But then I have all of this in the box left. So from mediocre, all the way to cool. So this is, I'm probably going to listen to it on YouTube because it's still sealed. It's a comedy record, Dynamite, Jimmy Walker, 1975 on Buddha Record. It's still sealed. Do we have enough light? Yeah, I think so. And let me look at the time, 17. Yeah, we'll cut it at one point. Maybe I'll choose the moment to cut down. Les titres d'or de l'Albatros, band from Quebec. Adieu was a big hit. This is rather boring, but I'm going to give it a chance and listen to the whole thing before I discard it in my reject box. Bernard Sauval. Again, when I said I should learn not to pick French records that are totally unknown, because usually they're unknown and left there in a $1 or $2 bin for a good reason. Le Professeur Rêveur, Bernard Sauval. Peeble Bryson, I'm not sure yet if I like it or not. I have some lounge, easy listening, slightly disco tracks, so yeah, it might be enjoyable. The Dirt Band again, Make a Little Magic. I'm trying to remember because I spot checked all these records, but I already forgot what this one was like. In 1980. Yeah, I don't remember. It's probably okay. United We Stand, Brotherhood of Man. This I got because it's fun to find the LP of a 45 that I have, and the only reason I know that song, United We Stand, is because it's been covered on the Moog. On my all-time favorite album called Moog with an exclamation point by Claude Dangean and the Moog synthesizer on those London Phase 4 albums. That song is the next to last song of the album, so I've known the song, the instrumental version. I placed this record right after that because Danielle Jourdan here, French-Canadian singer, I know I have a 45 of hers, but I've never seen this album. And Ensemble is a cover of United We Stand, so I thought it was interesting. Burlesque Live, Acupuncture, not sure if I like it or not. The fact that it's a live album, I didn't know it was I didn't realize it says here, right here, live. But it's a British pressing, 1977. I have to listen to the whole thing to know if I'm going to keep it or not. Dave Baby Cortez, the Fabulous Organ. Yeah. Rock and Blues, that seemed to be interesting. It's a I don't know from which country. Hamburg. Oh, it's a German pressing, and it's Automatic Blues Inc. lead singer Jerry Blow, and most of the songs are composed and written by Jerry Blow. So I said, yeah, why not $2? Let's try this. And it sounds so interesting enough, but I have to be careful. It's one thing to check a few seconds of an album and then play the whole thing and realize it falls on your nerves or it's not as good. Gary Brooker, No More Fear of Flying. Again, not sure if I like this or not. The cover is fun. This I had to buy just to add to my Bizarro Exotica section of my collection, and I already have a Murray Banks, Dr. Murray Banks album, so The Drama of Sex. So that goes without saying, no scratches. He's listening here. Vogues, the Vogues, Turn Around, Look at Me, My Special Angel. Every time I see that title, Turn Around, Look at Me, I always think of Esther Phillips, the single What a Difference a Day Makes, the disco hit. The B-side is Turn Around, Look at Me. Why do I know that? I don't know. Collab Pendant at the pipe organ in stereo. But no, it's not on blue vinyl, it's regular black vinyl, but it's in great shape. Dawn, The Four Seasons, Go Away, 11 other great songs in stereo. This I have to stop buying. It's very run-of-the-mill music. It's nothing special. Jay and the Americans, Blockbusters. I think I already have a few of their albums that I never had time to listen to. This is in so-so shape, but it's good because I remember finding a Lighthouse album and liking it, so I decided to try this one. Although somebody spilled some coffee, I think. And the condition is, but it plays okay. This one is in much better shape, and I think I like it better. Lighthouse, piecing it all together. And gatefold, and it has an insert inside, but I won't pull it out because I only have one. This is a soundtrack to a movie, Otalia de Baia, and it's like all soundtracks. You have one or two good songs with fillers to finish the album, but the track called Batu Kara is really good, so it was worth the album just for that track. This is an upgrade to a record I already have. Sessions with the Dave Clark 5. We'll stop after this one. Sessions with the Dave Clark 5, and it's not perfect, but it's definitely an upgrade to whatever copy or copies I have of this. It's probably my best copy so far. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part 2. Just go to the next part. Thank you for watching.